Hello, I'm Mary Bethel. I'm a candidate for the North Carolina House of Representatives for District 37, which includes part of Holly Springs, Fuquay-Varina, Willow Spring. It goes down 401, goes up Optimus Farm Road, so it's a big district. I want to thank you for this opportunity to say a few words and share my message with the liberal ladies of Holly Springs, Fuquay-Varina, Apex, and just our surrounding area in southern Wake County. Thank you also for featuring me in your Friday $5 challenge. My campaign is a really grassroots effort, and we appreciate any amount of contributions. It will help us to keep boots on the ground and help us to reach all the voters in our area. I want to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about who I am and about my campaign. I grew up in Bertie County, which is a very rural county in the northeastern part of our state. I grew up on a farm, and my dad, as I said, was a farmer, and he believed in putting his kids to work, so I was a farm worker. My mom was an elementary school teacher, and she also taught for a number of years in special education. I went to public schools there, and we only had one high school in the whole county because we had a small population. Following high school, I went to North Carolina State University, and it's there that I met my husband, Art, and I got my undergraduate degree there. And 35 years ago, we moved to Fuquay-Varina. My children grew up here. They went to school here. They went to both all elementary, middle school, and high school here. And my kids continue to live in Wake County. My daughter's been a teacher for 15 years in our district here. I volunteer in a classroom, and I see firsthand, and I also hear from her about the challenges of being a teacher this day and time. But she loves her job, and she was made to be a teacher. I do a lot of volunteer work in the area, and I also serve on a lot of boards, commissions, work groups, and things like this, many of those at the state level because of the connections and things I had when I was employed. I worked in aging field in human services and health for my work career. I formally retired from a paycheck in January of 2020. For the last 20 years of my employment, I worked very closely with the North Carolina General Assembly. And I got to see how laws that are made, funds that are appropriated, how they impact the citizens of our state. I got to see how sausage is made, basically. Good sausage as well as sausage that is not so good. And so that's one reason I want to be a member of the North Carolina General Assembly. I know how it operates. I also have a passion for ensuring that good things are done to benefit the citizens in our area as well as the citizens of North Carolina in general. Throughout my work life, I was known as a person who listened to all sides. I was a consensus builder, and I think I brought common sense solutions to a lot of the challenges that we as a state faced in the areas I worked in. And I think these are leadership skills that I can bring as a representative for this district in the North Carolina General Assembly. I think also that the life experiences I've had have well prepared me, whether it's through personal experiences or my work, for the things that have become core issues for my campaign as a candidate. I want to tell you just briefly about a couple of those things that have influenced me greatly. When I was a junior in high school, my mom was diagnosed with cancer, and between my senior year in high school and my freshman year of college, my summer job for the most part was to transport my mother 180 miles round trip for her cancer treatment 3 or 4 times a week. That really instilled in me the importance of access to health care. Also, in my mother's later years, she did survive cancer 2 times. She developed dementia, and I became a family caregiver. And that instilled in me a great respect and understanding of the importance that families have in caring for their loved ones. I've noted that I grew up in a rural area where there was lots of natural resources, and we loved and respected the land. And the land basically provided us with our livelihood as a family growing up. But I see today the struggles that my family and other friends have in Bertie County and holding on to the land. And also the same struggles are very evident here for a lot of farmers in Wake County. So that has instilled in me a respect for the environment and preserving that. I've mentioned my mom was a teacher. Well, I have other relatives who were public school teachers also, as well as both in-laws, and now my daughter. So I see the critical role that education plays in helping all of us to live our best lives. I've seen parts of Wake County grow from little crossroads communities like where we live now to areas that just busted at the seams. And we've had many, many positive things that have resulted from that growth and development. But it's also presented us with challenges. And I think we need to do what we can to ensure that we have good quality of life as we grow and develop. 35 years ago, when I moved to our house here off Sunset Lake Road, this little lane that we live off of there, cows crossed our road twice a day because the pasture was on one side and the dairy was on the other side to be milked. Today, it takes me 5 to 10 minutes to get out of my driveway. So things are changing, but we need to ensure that we do all we can to ensure good quality of life. So I've touched on these things, but you can probably see I've mentioned kind of 4 areas that are really important to me in my core campaign issues. One is ensuring access to health care for everyone. A second is strengthening our communities to make them good places that we all want to live and we want to grow our families here. The third one is supporting education. And the last one is protecting our environment. I invite you to go to my website to read more about my campaign that I am and why I'm running, as well as what my core issues are. My website is www.marybethelfornc.com. Again, marybethelfornc.com. On the site, you can also see opportunities to volunteer, as well as, if you so choose, to make a contribution to support our grassroots efforts. If you have questions of me, or if there's anything that you want to know more about, please feel free to reach out to me. If you have groups that you belong to and you'd like to have me come and chat with them, I'll be glad to do that too. Again, I appreciate you featuring me for your Friday $5 challenge. I'm grateful for this opportunity to share information about who I am. And just thanks again, and goodbye, and take care.